Welcome to Ask the Beauty Advisor, a podcast that answers your health and beauty questions. Hosted by health and beauty advisor, Deanna Lynn.
Hello, and thank you for joining me today on Ask the Beauty Advisor. This is the podcast where we talk about all things health and beauty, and I'm your host, Deanna, who's here to help navigate you through the health and beauty world. On today's episode, I'm going to answer the question, does my skincare really reverse aging? I'm also going to be sharing a tip with you on an easy way to keep your skin firm. Also, I have with me today Paul, the health guy. He's got the new FDA or federal nutritional guidelines, and we're going to share the new findings with you. So we got a lot to talk about today. Let's go ahead and get this show started.
You've got mail, Miss Lynn.
I'm sharing this email with you from Margaret. I think Margaret is asking a really interesting question, so I want to share this with you. I'm going to go ahead and read it to you. I have a question for you. Is my skincare really reversing my lines and wrinkles? Not too long ago at the mall, a salesperson approached me, sat me down in a chair, and applied a beauty product to my face. Within minutes, magically, my lines and wrinkles seemed to disappear. Being so excited about this, I easily forked over the $200 for the product and have been happily using the product for the last 6 months. Recently, I left on a 3-day trip and forgot my skincare. Within 24 hours, my wrinkles were back with a vengeance. They actually looked worse than I remember them looking before. So I'm asking, is this $200 skincare beauty cream really reversing any aging? Thanks, Margaret. Well, Margaret, this is a really good and interesting question, and it really does need to be addressed. Because sales in the cosmetic business are often driven by an emotional rather than a rational response, and because people in today's world want instant gratification, in the efforts to find chemical compounds capable of producing fast and impressive results, some over-the-counter cosmetic products may contain detergents that kind of puff up the skin's proteins with water, creating a temporary swelling of the surface. Others actually contain topical irritants that produce the same type of dermal swelling. So, in this sea of deception, it's very difficult to tell the truth from fiction. What are some of the principles that will guide you to reasonable expectations when purchasing a topical skincare rejuvenation product? Well, I have 3 very important tips for you. These are the requirements for a truly effective skincare product. Number 1, a truly effective skincare product will take time. Let me repeat that. A truly effective skincare product will take time. You need to use a cosmetic product for at least 2 weeks to really evaluate the potential benefits. Remember, the best products many times will not produce visible, immediate results until after a few weeks. Number 2, when using a truly effective skincare product, your skin will get better with time. And if after you stop using the product, your skin immediately starts to get worse, you can throw this product away and have no regrets. And lastly, a truly effective product will contain skin-healthy ingredients. All ingredients contained in the product should be there for a reason. And if the list of ingredients contains too many difficult-to-pronounce chemical names, then the product probably isn't great for you. Gather your information and research before buying. Thanks, Margaret. That was a great question, and I loved answering it for you. If you have a question, comment, or suggestion, please go to the blog, askthebeautyadvisor.com. You can post your question there. You can go to the Facebook page, Ask the Beauty Advisor, and message me. But I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to share your question on the next episode. Anybody who really knows me knows how much I love coffee. I love sitting down with a warm, freshly brewed cup of coffee and comforting myself. I even love holding the warm cup in my hands. And almost every day I'll meet a friend and we'll have a conversation over a cup of the brew. I do try to limit myself to just 2 cups a day. I've gotten much better from when I was young. I'd have to drink a whole pot in the morning just to wake up. But I still start my day with a large cup of coffee. I just love it. But here's another drink I've been adding to my routine lately. I've become a fan of white tea. Now, white tea doesn't exactly get as much press as green tea when it comes to the health and beauty benefits. But research is beginning to show that white tea actually has more benefits when it comes to your skin's health. Because you see, white tea is just really young green tea. And amazingly enough, it has more collagen and elastin protection properties than any other tea. It works by actually blocking the enzyme in the skin that naturally breaks down the skin's structural elements. Scientifically, it blocks elastase, an enzyme that literally chews up elastin, the protein that keeps the skin flexible and firm. And once elastase starts to break down your skin's elastin, your skin begins to thin, sag, droop, and not to mention, it quickly loses that soft, plush look and feel it once had. But white tea, amazingly enough, can reduce elastase by an amazing 89%. Wow, that's quite a bit. So what that means, by regularly drinking white tea, you could actually save yourself some major sagging down the road. And white tea is actually much easier to drink than green tea for many people. It has a milder flavor and is less likely to upset a sensitive stomach. Plus, you can find a variety of delicious fruit or flower-infused white teas at your local health food store, so you can always keep it interesting and delicious. I actually love the peach or the pomegranate flavored. And for even better results and stronger protection, here's a weird trick I tell my clients, and they say it actually works. I recommend wiping the tea bag over your skin once it's done seeping and has cooled. Now, if you're a big coffee drinker like me, I wouldn't expect you to give up coffee altogether. But by adding just a cup of white tea to your daily routine, you'll be doing your skin a welcome favor. This is yet another example of a tiny change that could make a big difference.
We interrupt this podcast to bring you a quick health tip.
What you eat is as important as exercising regularly. Here is what's recommended. Vegetables are low in calories, high in nutrients. No matter your fitness or weight goal, you cannot go wrong with lots of vegetables. Vegetables should occupy at least half your plate at meals. They are filling and provide the necessary nutrients to help your muscles recover from a robust workout, as well as daily maintenance. Vegetables are a rich source of vitamins A and C, minerals like selenium, magnesium, calcium, zinc, and potassium, fiber, antioxidants, and precious phytochemicals. Vegetables have been found to prevent a host of diseases. Fruits are a friendly carbohydrate. With all the publicity about good carbs and bad carbs, fruit often gets pushed out of a diet plan. Fruits provide your body with necessary carbohydrates, And they are a rich source of vitamins like A, C, and folic acid, plus minerals like potassium, fiber, antioxidants, and precious phytochemicals. A diet high in fruit has been found to prevent a host of diseases. Go for the whole fruit. It is more filling, higher in fiber, and will keep your calories in check. Choose a variety of lean proteins. Protein is a good source of iron, B vitamins, magnesium, zinc, potassium, and copper. It is important to select the leanest animal proteins to reduce your intake of saturated fat and cholesterol. Most fish is low in calories and rich in the omega-3 fatty acids. Salmon, haddock, mackerel are all higher in fat, but a good source of the omega-3s. It is recommended to eat fish at least 2 times per week, and egg whites are pure protein.
Thanks, Paul. Paul just shared with us the new federal dietary guidelines that are updated about every 5 years. These new findings or updated guidelines are set to last till about 2020. Here's just some of the new guidelines from that federal report. Lean meat is now okay. I think they've changed the guidelines a little on that. They've really changed their guidelines. It looks like sugar and salt are the new culprits. These are things that can really destroy your health. And they've kind of cleared up that confusion about cholesterol and eggs. They've changed that a bit. On my blog, askthebeautyadvisor.com, I have a little bit more detail on this subject if you'd like to go there and view this in a little bit more detail, this information. Also, while you're there, you may want to sign up for our newsletter. I have a newsletter that has more details about the latest health and beauty information or news. So just go to the blog. There's also a direct link in the show notes. You can follow that link. It'll take you right to the blog where you can sign up. You can read a little bit more about the new federal guidelines there. Anyway, I'm not sure I'll be back with you next week. I have a conference to go to, but I will be back the following week, and I hope you'll join me. So until then, take care.
Ask the Beauty Advisor is a part of the Beauty Radio Network. If you have a podcast or need help in starting a podcast and would like to be a part of a free, supportive network, then learn more by contacting Deanna at beautyradionetwork.com.